So, hi everyone, and welcome to today's review. Today, I will be reviewing the movie Deliverance. Yes, so Deliverance is from 1972. It's from the US. It is directed by John Booman. It's written by James Dickey with additional dialogue by John Booman. So, it's starring Jon Voight, Burt Reynolds, Ned Beatty, Ronnie Cox, Ed Raimi, Billy Redden, among a lot of people. So in this one, we have this outdoor fanatic played by Burt Reynolds called Lewis. He really wants to see this Kahulawasi river before it is dammed and turned into a lake. So he takes his three friends out on a canoeing trip, and not everything goes according to plan, and they end up fighting for their lives, basically. Yeah. So I just rewatched this. I watched it for the first time when I was quite young. And from the first viewing, I remembered two things. Probably as a lot of people. The banjo scene, and then, yeah, that scene. And now rewatching it, I knew what was gonna happen. So at least I was like, okay, I know. And then I rewatched it, and there are so many details and things that I missed, and I'm so glad I rewatched it. Especially in the beginning, when the four friends are kind of traveling, and the first meeting encounter with the banjo boy. Yeah, there's a boy, he's playing banjo, he's quite good at it. And then we have Ronnie Cox character, who's also a good banjo player, guitar player. So they kind of have a stand up kind of battle. It's kind of a entertaining scene, but it does have some underlying like creepy vibes. Yeah, because that banjo kind of soundtrack music kind of goes through the entire movie. So the deeper in the story we get, the more we hear this banjo music sound. Definitely, the more intense and creeper the atmosphere is because of it. So I think the use of that banjo sound was excellent, because then whenever I heard it towards the end of the movie, I'm like, oof, yeah, that's a creepy sound. Yeah. And we have the four actors, which I think did a really amazing job, especially Jon Voight, because Burt Reynolds, he was this macho man, and it was funny because he kind of turned into a not so macho man to towards how, yeah, it all ended. And then we had Jon Voight, who had to take, he was the one in the group who's kind of most insecure about what he wants to do. He has hard time to make a decision, but he really has to gear up and become the hero or fight for his life, basically. And I just think that the way he transformed into that type of character, he just did a really good job. It was very believable. It wasn't like, oh, now I'm Rambo, killing everyone. There were a lot of hiccups and things with his character, but as I said, that made it so much more believable. And yeah, and then we have Ned Beatty's character, who is kind of unlikable from in the beginning. He's kind of unlikable, but he becomes very likable and the kind of the most reasonable one towards the end. And he's the one together with Jon Voight who is in the piggy, we like the piggy scene, and that scene is just so strong, so intense. Like everything really changed after that scene. The movie just became so much more intense. It was kind of quiet. There wasn't a lot of music or sounds directly after that, and the scenes, coming scenes after that, and that just worked so well. Because I mean, I was just sitting like, oh shit. Okay, this is, whew, yeah. And so they the story, the script, is really good. The directing is superb. The acting is really good. Just everything works together so well, especially from that moment on until the movie ends. Everything is just intense. It really is. Because then it just isn't about the revenge thing. They also really talk about, there's a man dead here. What are we gonna do? And what are the consequences? So it isn't like, just, oh, revenge, pang, 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 killing everyone, don't thinking about what will happen afterwards. No, it's, they are really thinking this through, talking about it, and that makes it even more kind of sad in a way, but also more relatable. Yeah, so I really like that. This is a different revenge movie, but it is also not different because based on the format, we all used to this. Get to meet the character, the trauma happens, and then the revenge part happens, of course. But most of my movies involve the female revenge. They take upon themselves to get revenge, and in this case, we have the men. And I wanted to include such a movie as well. I wanted to include everyone. Yes, everyone is welcome on my channel. Yeah, so I'm really happy that to have been reviewing Deliverance and to have been watching it again. It was a tough watch, of course. Of course it is. It's just, yeah. But it is an important watch. So if you haven't seen Deliverance, please watch it. So here is my copy of it. It has a little nice, like, whoop, yeah. And then if you look inside, here are the chapter with the titles on, and the title, well, for that scene is called A Reason to Squeal. Oof. Whenever someone says squeal like a pig, yeah. I mean, it definitely sticks with you for your life, basically. And then we have the disc, yeah. Let's see, special features, interactive menus. Yeah, not really any special features at all. But here's the backside. I will give this movie a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. Such a strong revenge movie. Definitely. So yeah, thank you. That was my review of Deliverance. And please, if you've seen this movie, let me know in the comments your own thoughts about it. Yeah, so thank you so much. Hopefully you all will have an amazing day. Yeah. Bye.